Yeah, but you guys are like adventure scientists because you actually test your own inventions with your lives.
Well, I'll tell you something that's not quite totally apparent in that episode that I like. Jamie and I don't really like each other. We get along fine, but it's not based on, our relationship is based on deep affection. But, in a situation, or even shallow affection. But in a situation like that, Jamie's in the tornado shield. There's a comm set they have made for like aircraft carriers and jets and crap like that, where you can hear somebody, and there's only one channel for it, and that channel goes between me and Jamie. Because really, when push comes to shove, when these things get to the quick, we've worked through all the safety parameters, and we really tried to make sure that we're safe, but it's really each other that we trust to keep us safe. I'm the one who's going to yell, "Cut it," if I feel like anything's out of control.
Well, speaking of Batman, you tell me about your thoughts on me with my little pulley rig.
Oh yeah, no, this is great. So we did Batman's our favorite.
In case you didn't see the episode, I had built one of these things like, Batman takes his pistol and shoots up in the air, and there's a dart that sticks into the concrete somehow. We haven't figured that part out yet. And he has a little handheld winch, and up he goes. And so I built this thing, which was more or less a handheld winch that fit within my sleeve, and up I went.
So he went and he had designed the thing. It was this massively powerful little motor, and he designed it to be able to winch him up all the way up on this very fine, like almost spider wire called Spectre cable. And he got all the way to the top. We were like high-fiving each other. He's on a belay safety going between to two people down on the ground, so nothing can go wrong. He's not going to fall, but he's gotten all the way to the top, and he's under tension. And there's no reverse on the thing. So there's no way he's gonna unwind it to get back down, and he's so high we can't actually take his weight with the belay rope. So I go, "You're gonna have to cut." After we take about 5 minutes yelling up and down to realize what's going on. And I go, "You're gonna have to cut it." And he goes, "Okay," and pulls out his pocket knife and cuts it. Without looking down or looking at me. I've got this. Is this going to be okay? And as he cuts it, of course, he cuts it, and his hand, which weighs like 15 pounds with the motor and the batteries on it, smashes him in the face and breaks his nose.
It's off this way, just a tiny amount.
It's a Owen Wilson trainer.
Hey, come on, man. What are you going to make fun of Owen Wilson, man?
I know the impressions. That was terrible, and you're right. Gary, I want to talk for a second really quickly, and then we'll open up the floor to questions, because I'm sure you guys have a few. But I did some interstitials for a show that you're doing for the Science Channel called Head Rush, which is supremely exciting, because you're reaching out to teens and getting them interested in science.
Well, I think this is just the natural evolution of Mythbusters, since the amazing side effect is they're using it in classrooms and people are actually learning from it in spite of the entertainment. So we have taken Mythbusters, taken out all of the commercials, and where the commercials would be in the tradition of like Bill Nye and Mr. Wizard, we're doing scientific demonstrations and quizzes. We're aiming at middle school kids, and we're going to have the show on the Science Channel from 4 to 5 p.m. right when they get out of school, so we can hopefully keep the learning going. And it's all part of the STEM initiative, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Get your kids watching. It should be very exciting.
It's important teen questions and not, should I date a vampire or a werewolf? Like, it's actually actual teen science.
Just speaking of the children, I'm sorry, I only just now read this card in front of me that says, "Be aware that members of your audience may be under 18 years of age," which I think means don't curse Adam.
Actually, I thought it was actually more of a heads up to Tory.
Children who think that it's cool to curse, just remember it's cool for adults.
It is. It makes you seem older and cooler, and you'll have friends. would love to open the floor up to questions right now, so that you guys can find out exactly what you want to know.